What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? So we'll get some views in here soon. Zero views right now, but you know how we get down. We don't even care. We just start that up right away. You're in here, man. You're in here with the Cuzz, man. You're in here for the third episode of uh, Sneaker Conversations with Cuzz. Here on my platform, man. We're in every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Tune in, man. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and share this live for me, guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Got a couple viewers in here now. Last night's episode didn't go too well. Shout out to my boy Cam, man, for 508 Sneaker Store. Um, he's definitely a good sport. I definitely appreciate that, man. Looking out for me and hopping on this platform for one, as I do all my interviewees, um, all my guests. Uh, and I definitely appreciate him, looking out for me and hearing me out and coming back onto my platform after my technical difficulties. You know what I mean? There wasn't even nothing wrong that he did, um, or there was, on his end, and he still wanted to come back up here, man, and give me another interview. So I definitely appreciate that, man, for that. But tonight, we do have that coming back up. But tonight, we got a very special guest, man. One of my, I would say, good friend of mine in the sneaker game. Pretty cool dude. I've been doing business with him for years. Now, I say a couple years now. As you'll see in Cam's episode, we kind of mentioned that they kind of started out when Cam started out his store. They were kind of together, and they blossomed into their own and continued to keep on doing that thing, man. Shout out to everybody in the room, everybody viewing. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the love. Please share the live, like, and subscribe. But yeah, man, this is my man's right here, my boy Quinn from the plugged. His name is Plugged In Downtown. That's the name of his business. He's in downtown New Bedford. And again, my platform. I want you guys to know this is a platform for us, for our community. As I expressed on my, on my live last night that didn't make it to air, but this is for us, man, for the sneaker community, for us to have a voice, for us to silence, the hate, for us, to spread love. This right here, as you see, man, a lot of cats know me. They know I do a lot of things when it comes to the sneakers. I get busy, as some would say. Um, and I'm big out here when it comes to the shoes. This is me giving you guys outlet on the sneaker game. If you don't know things about the sneaker game, if you do know things about the sneaker game, these are more stores you guys could utilize, man. These are more people you guys could utilize. There's no hate in my blood, man. This is all for my culture, man. This is my culture now. I used to do a lot of other crazy stuff. Now I'm into this, man. Real heavy. I'm into this. I love this. That's my passion. So, you know, we're spreading that love by bringing you guys places you can cash out when they're not cashing out in your town. Um, Giving you guys another connection. Now I know, even though I'm spreading all the love in the world, I've done live life already. I'm 33 years old. I've been out here living life for that long, and I already know even if you give all the love in the world, sometimes you don't receive it back. So I know some of you are gonna watch these videos and go cash out. I know some of you are going to take my tips, utilize them, put them into your hustle, and never pay homage. But that's fine. I'm 100% comfortable and fine with that because I'm putting this platform out and I'm doing this for us. No matter if, you want to give me my props, you want to say, hey, man, I appreciate what you're doing for the culture. Hey, I ended up going to one of your boys and cashing out. Thanks for giving us that. Whatever it is, I'm fine. I'm fine with not being paid homage because at the end of the day, I just do it for the culture regardless. I don't do it for no pat on the back. I don't do it for you to big me up. I don't do it for a fan or anything like that. This is strictly for the people who are knowledgeable and want to know a little bit more. These are for the people who want to be knowledgeable, um, and these are for the people who are not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Giving insight on the sneaker community, on resale stores, on resale store owners, on retail store workers, sneaker store workers, all kind of stuff, man. So without further ado, man, I'm gonna bring my boy up here. I know y'all been waiting long enough, and we're gonna get into this interview, man.
What's going on?
Big
Can you hear,
Quinn, what's going on, Playboy?
can you
How we
hear
doing?
you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Cool, cool.
I hear
First,
you. Can you
I
hear me?
appreciate you letting me do this, bro, and just getting exposure for both of us, man.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I appreciate you. You know me, Quinn. You know me for a little while. You know I'm the most humble dude, man. I look like a real wild dude, and that used to be me, but I'm the most humble dude, man. So I definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I know you worked a whole long work day, and you hopping up here after your work day, man, and still messing with me out here, man. I appreciate that, bro. And that stuff goes a long way. I'll never forget that, bro. Appreciate you for hopping on this platform, brother,
Nah, it's all good, man. I appreciate the opportunity to be even doing this.
for sure. And I know you heard my little bit of my introduction, probably.
Yeah, I was in it.
Yeah. So the introduction, man. What do you think about that, man? About a platform like mine trying to shed light without hate and trying to build each other up instead of trying to keep each other out? Because there's a lot of that in the shoe game, trying to keep each other out, and with shoe loops and just all kind of different things. What do you think about this right here? I
I
mean,
mean,
I'm not big or nothing, but what do you think?
this is what we need. We need more people like this, just spreading love and just this is real shoe culture right here. Making friendships through shoes, making relationships through shoes. It's more than shoes at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Yo, and shout out to my man, Rip Gal. I'm not gonna do your last name, bro, because I'm gonna butcher it. So Rip G. Shout out to my boy, Rip G. Ladies love Rip on IG, man. Go follow that, man. Go show my boy some love. He's actually the guy who, I was thinking of doing something for the sneaker community and the culture, and I was trying to figure out how I can do it. I know it was going to be some type of social media presence or, getting on my YouTube, but I didn't know what to do. And he started kicking game about, doing a podcast. So I was already doing food reviews. I had that in the past and things like that. So I figured, man, let me just go ahead for it and go in on it. And one day soon, me and him just talked about it today. He'll be a co-host on this segment too, man, because he's the one. This is his brain, man. So I'm just going off my ideas, but he's really the mastermind that was like, man, we should do this for the culture, man. You know what I'm saying? So I respect what he came up with. Now that's enough about what I got going on. I want to first dig into you know your background. I want to learn a little bit about you for the viewers who don't know, who this is the first time seeing Quinn. They don't know who Quinn is. They don't know nothing about Quinn. Um, Tell them a little bit about yourself. I want to know like where you grew up at. If that's all right, we'll start with that. I'm gonna go off camera for a little second. I get myself together, man. I just got in the house, running around all that, so I'm gonna get myself together. Tell me a little bit about where you grew up and where you're from.
So grew up and raised New Bedford, honestly 5 minutes away from where the store is right now. And just yeah, I just been a native of New Bedford my whole life. And I got into the shoe games. Honestly, my parents always kept me in fresh clothes, the fresh kicks. So I always loved shoes my whole life, but it really wasn't until like sixth, seventh grade, honestly, middle school. I would say like seventh grade, I really got into like the shoe game heavy. And just it was a huge culture in my middle school. Just everyone in Roosevelt Middle School. If you was there my years, you knew everyone was a sneakerhead. Everyone was trading. We weren't really buying a lot, but we were trading. It was all trades. I would do 2-for-1 trades, and just that I just built up a collection from doing trading, and it got to where I'm at now. And I just always had a passion for kicks, man. It never left. But it really started out, I really want to say, I think it was seventh grade, honestly, where I started doing my first couple trades here and there. And then by the end of seventh grade, I really got into just heavy trading, trying to build my collection. And then all through eighth grade, same thing, trading. All throughout high school, I dabbled in a lot of trading and buying. But it really wasn't until my college freshman year where I turned the passion into, like, I wanted to make it a career. That was really my freshman year of college. I sat in my dorm with my boy Nama, shout out my boy Nama and Marvin, and I was just brainstorming one day, and I said, I'm gonna get back to selling sneakers again. Cause I was doing it for a while, and then I was like, yeah, let's get back into it. And then off rip, I was just buying pre-owned shoes only. I never really got into brand new sneakers. What I was doing was I was buying a lot of pre-owned kicks, getting them all beat up, but I always knew how to shoes from just doing it when I was younger. That's a thing I missed out on saying earlier. I was always cleaning like beat up shoes, making them look clean, and then flipping them. So college freshman year, I started doing that heavy. I started buying shoes on Grailed and eBay, just finding $80 to $70 come ups, flipping that to 120.
Shout out to Grill, the OG sites, man. My bad, not trying to interrupt you. Shout
Nah,
out to Grill though, man,
shout out to Grilled for real. Grilled is legendary. But
for
yeah,
sure.
I was just really just buying not beaters, but kicks that had potential to be clean, and $80 flips, turning them into
VNDS pads type, not too rough, like
yeah.
8 out of 10s.
I mean, I would even get into some beaters when I really wanted to restore kicks. I would definitely get
Okay,
beaters and try and flip them for a little bit. But
and
yeah,
to the people, my not to hold on, my bad. I'm sorry,
now
not
you
to
could.
cut you off, but the language, they don't know our language. Let me just fill them in on the language that we speak in. When I say VNDS, that means very near dead stock. Dead stock means a brand new shoe.
Yeah,
So, and when I say pads, that means pass as dead stock. Passes as a brand new shoe. So it's lightly worn. And when I was saying 8 out of 10, that's the condition of the shoe. Of the shoe. Like when someone says 8 out of 10, that means it's an 8 out of 10 points. If you were scoring it out of 10
right.
basis there. So my bad. But go ahead, Quinn.
No, yeah.
You
So yeah, I was getting shoes like you're saying, 6 to 7 out of 10 condo, but I was cleaning them, making them to that 8 to that 9, and where I can make myself 50
exactly.
bucks. And then I just stood true to that, and it was a first off, it was a passion though. I really loved it. I really loved shoes, so I thought it was fun. And I really told myself I'm gonna make this a career, and I honestly never stopped. I
You
never
know, you know what I really love about this already, Quinn.
what's up?
I got you. I had you on here tonight. I had my man Cam on there tonight. Shout out to Cam. The other night, yesterday, but I did not get his video up right, so it didn't go on right. But just to hear you guys' stories, both similar but very different. You know what I mean? So to hear you come on and say how you started was a little different from his, and I'm sure every reseller I step to and have a conversation with is going to be a little bit different. Some people, like I said, I was telling Cam last night. Some people have the perception it's almost like racism, but not towards minorities. It's more towards the white kids. Always like not more racism, stereotype of a stereotype of thinking, okay, this is a white boy, his family got money, he got put on. Everybody, just looked out for him, he's good. Mom and dad gave him the money, he started up. But I love how you came in with your story. You're getting used pairs. You really started from the bottom. You wasn't playing. You get beaters. You would put that work in yourself to make them a sellable shoe and get that money. You'd hop on the sites. You would be able to sell them for more on and stuff like that. See, these are things that I want to be reflected on this channel to the youth coming up. who are trying to do things like this, so they know it's possible to start from any type of, any type of way. Like you can come from any type of background and get this done, and you can start with any type of shoe and get this done. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a brand new shoe. You don't have to have all the money in the world, and you don't have to have rich parents to get this done. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you spoke on how you came up and stuff like that. Now I want to go back into the era of school. So you're talking about that trading, man. You came up. Would you come up in the foam posit era of school? That was like,
Well,
was
yeah,
that?
uh, foams was like a
And I
grand.
already know New Bedford, bro. They loved the foams back in the day,
Yeah,
cause on the
foam-
set.
yo, I always wanted foam. I did get a pair of
Ex-
cough drops, so they were beat.
Exactly,
I
exactly. See, legendary ones too.
remember
Look,
when I first got in though, I would say like Nike basketball was huge. LeBron's, Kobe's. This was like 2011.
okay, yep,
11, I was really getting into it. Nike basketball was huge, and then 2012, the sneaker game was honestly crazy.
absolutely.
That was
Yeah, so yeah,
basketball.
yeah, you're
Closet.
talking, yeah, you're talking early on, man. A lot of these cats are like myself, even myself. I'm 3 years in, bro. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been doing this forever, but shout out to you and shout out to the older G's, man, who've been out here doing this for a long, long time. I think you're a little bit younger than me, and we don't have to say the ages on camera because they don't have to know about all that. But yeah, I think you're a little bit excuse me, not older than me, a little bit younger than me. But you've been doing the shoot thing longer than
Yeah,
so
man. I was
shout out,
a kid.
shout,
Oh,
go ahead.
I was a kid.
Absolutely. And shout out to the dudes who start when they're like 14, 13. You know what I mean? Them are the kids, those are the ones with real passion in this. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I don't have passion because like I know, because you know me. I
Nah,
got passion for this. You know what I'm saying? But
didn't.
even though I just started. But what I mean is like those guys that started early on got a different type of passion for this. You know what I mean? um, but yeah, so you started young with the trading, and that's different. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm almost sure not a lot of people are gonna have that same story coming on this platform. Trading um, shoes is kind of different in the shoe game right now. A lot of people, is all different walks of life in the shoe game. You agree?
No, oh yeah, for sure. There's so many different types of ways you can flip a shoe right now. It's different for everybody. Some people don't even sell pre-owned shoes and it's brand new only. Some people all kind of different, all different.
Exactly.
Some people go straight for retail shoes. I haven't hit a pair for retail and I don't even know when.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time. Yeah,
Exactly.
so and I tell you, I said, man, give these boys the store for a day. I got you. Come outside with me. You know what I'm saying? Every time.
Yeah,
But
word.
yeah, yeah. So trading, that's a good way to come in, especially if you know what you're doing. I'm pretty sure Quinn, developed the skills into what he knew was, higher end shoes. He knew what shoes to trade for what he would get more value out of trading up to. And these are things you learn as you go on in the sneaker game. You know what I'm saying? As you get, more advanced in the resale game, you learn these things. So he traded up, as he said. He got to building himself a little bit of a collection. Um, and then so after this collection, um, college comes.
Yep.
Then you say, okay, let me, you had taken a break, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, and you say, let me go full force at this sneaker thing here when
Yep.
college came. So how long was it before you started? I mean, how long was it into you going full force when the first brick and mortar came when you went in with Ken?
Oh, so I was grinding probably for like four. I started that after I even graduated college. So I was grinding out the kicks for like 4 or 5 years. With
4 or 5 years, okay.
yeah,
So it's 4 or 5 years when when you took it really, really serious college,
yep,
and then you for 4 or 5 years grinding heavily nonstop, and then you and Cam, boom,
yep.
you
That's
guys
exactly.
did the store.
So this is what
Um,
happened. And so pretty much like I had a little plan, and I'll never forget this. It was me and my college roommate, my boy Nama. We were
Yep.
in
Shout out
uh
to your mans.
shout out Nama, word. We were at at Martha's Vineyard, and I came up with a plan on just like, yo, how can I save money? And because I really wanted to get into real estate, but I was wicked young, just thinking you could have little money getting into real estate. But long story short, so my plan was we came up together, and I was like, every time I get a brand new shoe, I'm gonna dish it to the side and not even sell it. And pretty much really what I did to build my dead stock collection was I was strictly selling pre-owned at this time. But every time I got a nice little dead stock steal, put it to the side, dish it to the side, throw it in the closet. And I stood very consistent and very strict to that plan for 4 years straight. And then that's literally how I built my dead stock collection. No one really even knew I had dead stock. I was just honestly selling pre-owned day to day, posting on five
You were still in your
being
circle of
506 every day.
pre-owned sellers, resellers and stuff.
Yeah, I was strictly selling my pre-owned, but at the same time, I was dishing away all kind of dead stock pairs and just building up that. And I kind of used that as a way as like a bank account. It wasn't liquid,
Okay.
but it was an asset at the same time because when the market for shoes was
You
different when
knew that
holding these shoes.
you knew the money was there.
The money was there,
The
exactly.
money was sitting there. No matter if you had $50 in your pocket, 500, 200, you knew that you had 30, 40, 50 pairs of sneakers over there.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
The market now, I'm gonna try and explain this. The market was different back then. Before, when I was holding shoes, shoes were going up in price as you held them. Now, if you look at the recent trend, holding shoes is kind of it's really risky
Risky.
because it's like shoes can
I'm glad
fall
you brought that up.
right now. It's honestly kind of common for shoes to fall under retail right now. So like I was trying to explain this to my boy who I want to get into the sneaker game too. And I was just explaining the same story how I held dead stock shoes, and I was kind of telling him like, bro, like I don't even know if you can hold shoes right now just because it's kind of risky. And I was telling him there's like a hand select shoes that come out where it's a good hold. You know, you got your
You gotta have the eye, bro. You have to have it.
yeah, you gotta have that eye of just knowing what's a good pair to hold right now. Because 4 or 5 years ago, you could hold anything pretty much, and it would go up in price. Right now, it's a
That's a
different.
fact.
I don't even do the holding game no more. I'm more of a quick flipper now. I as soon as
Yep.
I do, I sell it. But I'm just
But
explaining.
you know, at the end of the day, you're in a different ball game now. So it's easier to get everything going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
When people, you know, frequent client base walking in, because
Yeah,
you know, we don't want, you know, he has his own brick and mortar. He has a store now. So at the end of the day, we don't want people to think that, you know, this is like, you know, you just quick flipping. It's not always easy. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Uh, we don't want you to think that just customers are going to be lined up just because you started selling shoes.
No, that's
We're not trying to make you seem like you pack up a lunch, go out there, get shoes, and just make $1 million. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it goes down. So
easy.
um, just be aware. It's hard work. And it's not like a walk in the park to get to even where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Never mind where he's at. Um, so you guys, you know, it takes hard work and dedication. If you really want to do this, man, tap in with people like us because you know we'll never steer you wrong, and we're showing you guys the right way. Um,
All right.
so you said you started accumulating the DS pairs, selling the DS pairs, holding some DS pairs. Um, so that really got you the big boost, like
Yeah,
that you needed.
I did that really for like 4 or 5 years without even really selling too many of them. I would sell a few. So, for example, one that I could think of was Fire at Fours. Retail was what 200. They instantly hit 320. So there was a few pairs that I would get, and if I can make decent money on, I'm selling it to like
Selling
live,
it right away.
use that money to live. But
That's it.
for the most part, yeah, I was really holding shoes for like 4 or 5 years, man. And I stood real strict to that plan. And that's how I was able to build the amount of shoes I had. And yeah, It make me
Stick to the script, man.
yeah, stood
Stick to
real
the script. They
real
say, man, I tell people all the time, man, all the stuff they tell you that you think is BS is really what it is. That's
and
really how you win.
the
Oh,
the unwritten secret, man, is to really stay dedicated, man. That's really what it is. You just
that's
got to
it.
stay dedicated and stay consistent. You can't fall off. Once you fall off, that's really how start trickling the down effect. Got to stay
Oh
dedicated.
yeah. Shout out to my brother, man. Get them likes up. You heard him, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I hear you, man. I feel the same way. You know, staying dedicated is key, man. You got to keep the focus because if you don't, man, there's days that it's hard. You know what I'm saying? There's days that it's really rough. Sometimes it might not just be a day; it might be a week, a month. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you gotta have a good head on your shoulders and you gotta be a prideful. Not excuse me, not you gotta have pride. You don't have to be a prideful person, but you gotta have pride to keep going, man, because sometimes this will drag you down. You know what I'm saying? And it will weigh you down sometimes. Like he said, being a person that's holding pairs, being strategic, trying to wait for pairs to go up, knowing what pairs to have to go up, knowing what pairs to hold on to. It's a tricky game, man. It's not simple. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
you gotta learn.
Yeah. It's hard to have bills right here and try and figure out another way when you know you got 1,000, 2,000, $3,000 worth of shoes, but you're trying to wait for the market to go up. You know what I'm saying? So, like we said, it's a tricky game. It's not easy, uh, but you got to stay dedicated, as my man said. You know, that's the key. That's the secret. Um,
Learn,
you
see,
know, so yeah. Shout out to the guests, as my brother said. Shout out to you, Quinn. Again, man, I want to thank you for coming on here. Um,
thank you for
like
that.
like I said, man, we're just trying to shine light and shed light and show love to everybody. I'm trying to get everybody on here, from New England, anybody who has a store, anybody who's a reseller. If they're not on my platform, it's not because I didn't reach out. So that speaks volumes for what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Nah, this is a
man,
great going on. You should definitely keep going with like the owners of sneaker stores. Get everyone's story. This is
absolutely.
the first of a first doing podcasts with like sneaker owners.
Absolutely, man. Sneaker store owners, guys on the street, out the trunk reselling, guys filling up resale stores, all that, man. I'm trying to get everybody. I don't want to just I want to get the guy on the bike only popping up to the line for one pair. You know what I'm saying? But he's always there. I want to
Yeah,
get everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So at the end of the day, man, I want to give them all angles of how this goes, what it goes like, what goes on or whatever the case may be in this, so that way they know what to expect when they're hopping in. They know what to do, what not to do. Maybe some of this can help somebody, you know what I'm saying, and their journey and what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, uh, shout out to like I said, shout out to my boy Rip. He led me to the water and I drank, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cuzz, man. Hopefully, I'll get him on here doing his little co-host thing, man, and we'll be out here doing our thing, man. Yo, with the blood clot, I appreciate you, man, hopping in here. Um, Thanks for jumping in, bro. Share the live if you can. I appreciate it. Yeah. So we talked about the elevation. You know, 4 to 5 years, you staying focused. Just grinding, grinding, grinding. The situation with Cam happened when you guys got the place. You guys are in the place. How long do you say of being with Cam in the store and you guys being over there in the mills grinding out until you got your own place?
all right, yeah. So, well, before the mills, I was pretty much doing like little pop ups around the city. I ran my first pop up was out in Fairhaven.
Okay.
Um, yeah, my boy Jaden, who you definitely know, he's still at the store with me till this day. He's an
Oh,
OG.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's my
Yep.
guy. Shout out to Jaden, man.
Shout out to Jaden for sure. I wouldn't be where I'm at without him for sure. But
My boy, Young Mustache.
yeah. So he hit me up one day and he was like, "Yo, I have a spot that this dude Turner is allowing us to run a little pop-up out of his store. He hasn't been in it." And I was like, "Yo, let's do that. Let's do that."
Right.
So we kind of promoted that, and it was a little pop-up out in Fairhaven, and yo, it hit. There was a lot of people that showed up, showed support, showed love, and yo, that's really when I realized, like, wow, like I could really make a career out of this. I had all my boys pulling up, I had random people pulling up that I didn't even know, and it honestly went really well. And that was my first pop-up. And then my second pop-up was out in Wareham. My boy Chris, who owns a nutrition spot out there, was like, "Yo, I would love for you to do a pop-up at my store." And I was like, "Let's get it." We started a date and we did one all the way out in Wareham, which is like 30 minutes away from New Bedford. So it was cool because that one I barely knew anybody, and the Wareham kids showed out, man. They showed a lot of love, and I had a lot of people from New Bedford drive up too. So shout out to everyone who came through to my pop-ups, man. That
Yeah.
that that motivated me to really like think, oh, it's possible to have a sneaker store, because the pop-ups really put me on my feet and made me realize that I got a little following here. People know I resell kicks. So, and then yeah, after the Wareham one, Cam hit me up to do a pop-up at his spot. I was
Okay.
like, at it. And that happened. We had a pop-up over there. That was successful. And then after the pop-up, kind of just came to an agreement, like, yo, let's uh let's actually keep this little spot right here for a little bit until we grow. And that spot honestly worked out well for both of us. We had people coming through to the Kilburn Mills, and then we just quickly outgrew that location, both of us, and it was just the best decision to we each gonna get our own store and do our thing. He got his out in Fairhaven, which is where he was born and raised, I believe. I think it was from Fairhaven.
Yep.
So he did his thing out in Fairhaven.
Yeah.
And
Well, he's back. He's from Fairhaven and he bounced back from New Bedford to Fairhaven, back and forth.
and then
I
yeah,
got that. Yeah, I got that a little bit from last night's interview.
right. So
Yeah.
yeah, we had that split at the Kilburn Mills. It only took me really a couple months to land a nice little lease downtown New Bedford, and my spot was it was pretty much a rundown convenience store, and me and my family, man, shout out to my family, they really put in
Shout out
work,
to the fam, man.
renovated the whole store, and it now it is what it is now. And ever since, man, people been showing real love, real support, and I can't appreciate my customers enough, man. I wish I could appreciate more, man. Just my customers mean everything to me, man. That's what really keeps me going.
Absolutely. So first of all, shout out to everybody, man, who came, excuse me, and showed support to him at his pop-ups. Shout out to Cam, and the people that came and showed love over there. And you guys having to make that partnership happen, being able to make that partnership happen. Shout out to the guys who showed you guys support for you guys, continuously do things and be able to do your own thing. Um, and yeah, my brother has a question. He wants to know what advice you have for the youth getting into the sneaker game.
Well, rule number one, man, save your money for sure. Definitely, because nowadays it costs right now. Shoes ain't cheap. So it's hard to find the $80, $70 come
They're
ups.
going up.
It's hard to find the $80, $70 come ups like I was before, but if you're grinding, you can still find them. But any advice, man, save your money. And like I said before, stay dedicated if you really want to get into this. You don't want to go into it half-ass. If you want to get into the resale game, you gotta tell yourself, I'm getting into it. And just
Absolutely.
save your money and be dedicated.
Absolutely. So there it is, man. My boy telling the youth, man, stay dedicated. The best thing you could do is save your money. And I love that he said that because I kick that to all the little homies all the time. Cause I
Gotta
kick that
stay
to the little homies. I kick that to everybody around me. Just yeah, that's something I'm always spreading, bro. So Save
Yeah,
your money, man.
and
Save your money.
I got my little bro trying to come up in the sneaker game. That's the first thing I told him, man. Save all the money you're making. Obviously,
That's
have
it.
fun here and there, but saving
Yeah,
money.
you smoke backwards and shit, cuz start. And this is, I'm sorry to the youth that are
Solid.
watching. Oh, smoking weed and doing drugs is not cool. There's a disclaimer on that. So, but if you were to be one of those people that smoke, instead of smoking a backward or something like that, go get a frontal because it's bigger.
The
You know what I'm
Pronto.
saying? And it's cheaper. So just little things like that to start saving money.
Nah,
Instead of buying little bottles of water by the liters, you know what I'm saying? Or instead of buying the liters, get the big huge triple thing for the fridge. You know what I'm saying? And fill up bottles. You know what I mean? Whatever. Just
I-
cut little corners, man, and save the money you make.
absolutely.
Instead of going out for the cheeseburger, you know what I'm saying? Cook at home. You know, grocery shop instead of eating out all the time. Little things that'll save you. See, these are the little things that are helping me today. Starting to save and being on my way to save and everything like that. Um, and I'm just trying. I'm getting the credit up, saving, doing all that stuff like that. Like my brother said, share the live, everybody. Um, and that's the most important thing I say too, man. Always in any game, anything you do, anywhere you're at, you have to save your money, man, and be on top of yourself. You have to have discipline. I'm saying serious discipline. If you don't have discipline, bro, it's gonna be rough out there. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, man. What is it? What is something or somewhere? Excuse me. What is somewhere or excuse me? Let me rephrase it. Where do you see the business going? Where are you trying to take the business?
Man, right now, I don't even know, man.
Like, what's the next step for Plugged In Downtown?
I'm so optimistic with everything. My plans are always changing, man. I always take it day by day, but obviously I always vision a bigger picture, man. Two locations maybe. I don't
Yep.
know. I'm just grinding day by day and taking life like day by day. And yeah, I
Yeah. So knowing
well,
Quinn, knowing Quinn, he got a whole plan set up right now. It's just in his head. He don't want to talk to everybody on the camera. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah,
cause it's cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
but
Uh, yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked into a second location. That's really not on my mind right now. I'm still really building first location. We honestly
absolutely
just put up two new racks. So right now, yeah, I'm just trying to maximize this first location before I really even have plans of moving
best
to
way.
a location. So I'm kind of just building this clientele for the first spot. And yeah, obviously in the future, I definitely want to get maybe a second location somewhere. Yeah, definitely.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
As of right now, I'm definitely just trying to build up this store a little bit more for sure.
Now I asked this out to everybody, who's in our game and stuff like that. All time, I know this is gonna be a hard question, and you can take your time. Um, what is your favorite shoe, if any, of all time?
I tell everybody bread fours.
Oh, you knew off the rip. You wasn't playing. He was ready to go with that one. Brent Forbes for the win. Have you been seeing the rumors? I don't know if it's rumors, it's true or what. Reimagine Brent Forbes 2024.
Yeah, I see that. Trust me, I saw that.
I'm gonna need a double up. I'm going crazy. I'm gonna need the toe and the put away, man. I'm not playing with boys, and I gotta get all that whole size run to get it out of here. So yeah, man, boys better be careful with them. Reimagine them. This is the disclaimer on that too. Be careful out there. Shout out to my boy Zatix, man, on the hat, man. Shout out to my guy John, man, doing great things out there in the community, bro.
Shout out to John.
100%. You know what I'm saying? Big old events he's doing out here. Great for the sneaker community and the community, period. People doing art. Anybody with any type of trade, man, he's shedding light on them too. So shout out to my guy Zatix, man. Mass Collective, the
Event co-
whole, the whole team, everybody. Um, Shout out to the OGs down there in New Bedford too, U7, man. I want to pay homage to U7. I'm gonna try and get them guys on here soon too. Cam spoke a little bit on that too last night. He said as you guys were coming up, they were kind of like the OGs out there. They're like the first to do it, like really, you
oh,
know,
like I remember going
around
and
for a while.
I was shopping there as a kid. Literally as a kid.
Absolutely.
The first day it opened, I was there in line, and my dad took me after school, and yeah, I still remember the grand opening. I really do. I was
100%. Say you a native, so you got to experience all that, man. So yeah, shout out to Vic. You know, me and Paulo had our little ups and downs, but shout out to my guy Paulo too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but love all the time, man. Great dudes over there doing good things, man. Longevity. Shout out to my brother's clothing over there too. My boy Paulo doing his thing with the clothing, man. Yeah, man. Great dudes, man. Go check them out as well. Like I said, man, never no hate anywhere, man. I want to bring business to everyone, as I hope you guys all bring business to me as well. You know, share, like, and subscribe if you haven't, man. This is Conversations, Sneaker Conversations with Cuzz, episode 3 with my boy Quinn, man, from Plugged In Downtown, New Bedford, Massachusetts, man. We're in the building over here. Now, we talked a little bit about your upbringing. We talked about how you got into the shoe game when you started taking it seriously. We talked about where you think you see yourself going with the shoe game. We talked about your favorite shoe of all time. What was your favorite shoe of last year? All right, hold on. What was your favorite shoe that came out last year? Financially being the reason, and visually being the reason. There's two different ones. If they're two different ones, or if they're one and the same, however you want to do it.
um damn.
Oh, this
I,
is the one that got him. He
yeah,
knew Brett Fours off the rip, but this is the
I
one.
really like was the Reimagine Ones 2022? It was, right?
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. I really love that shoe.
You like
I
that?
love OG Jordans. I love more Jordans
What
more than
you so you're talking about the Lost and Founds?
Lost and Founds. Yes.
Lost and Founds. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was not for nothing, bro. That was a beautiful shoe, man.
It really
That was
was.
that was definitely that's a beautiful shoe. I have that shoe too. You know how to have the personal.
Definitely.
But yeah, that is a beautiful shoe, bro. That's definitely one of my top of the year. But it's definitely like if someone asked me that question, we'll be here for a long We'd be here
But
for a long time because
there's
I'd be
some more.
struggling between a couple fours and that lost and found. And
Yeah.
then hold up. Oh no, that's this year. Hold on. Yeah, that's this year. So I'm gonna get into that. I don't want to spoil the next question.
I know.
But go ahead. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
I was just thinking of more shoes that came out in 2022 that I really loved. I know the 85 Georgetown ones were crazy. I love those. And yeah, just
Yeah, I didn't even touch one pair of those. Those that's a beautiful shoe, brother. That is a beautiful shoe.
hell yeah.
It's a beautiful shoe. Oh,
And,
so what are you
oh,
trying to change up the answer now?
nah, I'm gonna stay with that one. I'm gonna stay with the Lost and Found.
Lost and Founds, man. You heard it first.
Yeah.
Quinn, man.
I'm gonna say
2022 best shoe of the year. To him is Lost and Found reimagined. Shout out to Olin.
yes. Shout out to Olin.
I
Yes.
don't I don't know I don't know who that is. Is that your people?
Yeah.
Facts.
He's been a customer at the store since the beginning for sure.
Absolutely, man.
How he been
Olin, man, we appreciate your support, man. I appreciate your support, man. Keeping this man alive,
likewise.
and contributing to his business, man, by being a great customer. 100%. Thank you, man, for your support. We need guys like you. We need people like you in the sneaker community, man. And it's nothing but a blessing to have people like you be great customers to us, man. So thank you, Olin, man. And I appreciate you getting on this live. If you haven't yet, brother, if you feel like you want to and you like what you see, man, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Bring you nothing but honorable content, just like, my brother says all the time. So, shout out to my brother. But yeah. So like I said, I didn't want to spoil the next question. It's not fully through a year. We're not even halfway yet. Well, we're almost. Yeah, almost. But what is your favorite shoe thus far of the year?
That has already came out.
That has already came out. Or yeah, that has already came out.
Oh, it has to be these. This is the only pair I've been doubled up on.
Get out of year three dude though. Year
Oh,
three dude. We had this discussion.
yep. I got black cement threes, my fire red. I just love OG Jordans. I
Yeah.
Jordans. So
These and the red ones, yeah, those are the OGs of our time now. Of
right.
this time, of this generation, those are the OGs of our time. The ones that just came out, you know what I mean? The reimagined, and then,
Yep.
so people got to realize that too. If you're coming up in a sneaker game and you're new to this, just know. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I'd probably have to go with, just because what I went through to get it, and what went down, and all this crazy, pure craziness, madness. Shout out to the guys who was out there with me in the field, man, for this shoe, man. Orange lobsters, bro. Orange lobsters.
Yeah.
Thus far of the year, bro. It was a struggle to the guys, man. Shout out to Rip. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to everybody out there in Boston, man. You already know what it is. Shout out to everybody who was down there in Providence going crazy. Shout out to all the guys, man.
That shoe was crazy.
We did a lot for that shoe, man. And shout out 100%. Shout out to the man who blessed me, bro. The man who made it all possible for me to get that special box. You know exactly who you are, brother. I will never forget you. I will never forget that.
Cap.
Forever. You know what I'm saying? Forever. Forever and ever, bro. You got me. You know what I'm saying? You got my loyalty forever, brother. Share this life like my brother said. But yeah, man, shout out to that dude. So my next question is, what shoe are you now? Because I seen you getting a little hype about that. When you said that came out already. What shoe are you anticipating coming out this year? Because I'm anticipating a few. So what
Yeah.
shoe are you anticipating coming?
We got a pretty good year this year, honestly.
Woo! It's about to heat up like it's August out here, bro.
Thunder Fours, need them.
Bro, let me tell you something. Let me stop you and hold your thought, please. Let me stop you, because hold your thought, please. Listen. There's so many shoes and certain amount of shoes. Like, I was never a sneakerhead. I told Cam this last night. I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I'm into the money. I developed a love for the shoes being in the game. You know what I'm saying? But there was always certain shoes that did catch my eye coming up and being young, or that certain people were wearing and making look nice. The hustlers and everybody that had it. I was homeless, you know what I'm saying, as a young, as in my teens and stuff, you know what I'm saying, coming up, making the point. Not that I didn't have a family. Shout out to my family, I was just in the street bugging out, living that life. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go home. You know what I'm saying? So I was homeless. You know what I'm saying? I was outside, and that was by choice. So I kind of had it rough coming up, but I'm saying that to say this. I watched a lot of shoes go by, and a lot of great pairs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The Yellow Thunder Force is a shoe that I've always wanted, and I was hungry at the time, literally. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't even feed myself, bro. So you bet, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Your rear end. I want to swear because I don't know what YouTube be doing with the swears and all that, but you bet your rear end, because I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna have those, bro. I'm gonna have those. That's gonna be a double up as well, bro. I'm gonna have those. That's a disclaimer too. Everybody watching this, you guys know how I get down. Don't play yourself, folks. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, Yellow Thunders. What else? What else are you anticipating? Because we do, like you said, brother,
Well,
we got a
like
whole August season coming
yeah, they
to
have.
me.
You probably definitely seen it. There's like another UNC color one coming out that looks ill. Those
I,
look fire.
I don't think I see. You're gonna have to DM me that pic later. I
Yeah,
don't think I see it.
I'm pretty sure it's confirmed too. I don't think it's a rumor anymore. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed for this summer that a UNC colorway one's coming out, all leather. It looks like the Taxi One leather that just came out. So the leather on those should be pretty crazy. And then
Absolutely.
other Jordan one coming out that's called like Palamro or something like that, and it's like a reverse mocha, and those look pretty crazy too. So
Okay.
looking forward to those two.
One you missed out on, man, that I'm waiting for that's coming soon, man. It's two, actually. And I can't believe you even just spaced these out. That pink turbo
The pink
one looking, like the pink wash. You ain't seen it? It's like a turbo one,
Palermo
but
talking about
that's it.
it might be.
It's pink though. It looks like a turbo one.
Then
The
maybe no.
same wash look, like faded. You know what I mean? It's pink
Yeah,
though.
maybe I didn't see it. I
Gas,
can't. Yeah, no, I can't
fire.
look it up right now because I'm on the phone. But I
Yeah,
definitely.
nah, fire. I'm gonna send you that. You send me the old one you talking about. We're
Yeah,
gonna swap picks.
yeah.
The also coming soon. The SB4. Let's talk about it.
The
The
which one?
SB,
Oh, the
the
SB.
S.
Oh, there's another one that just popped up in my head too. But yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, that's a
Oh
crazy.
my God, cuz if we gotta punch people out, kids, say no to violence. If we have to
That's a
put
crazy
it
shoot.
on, bro.
Oh, that's
So the
fire.
SB4s were going insane. I don't care if they have a skate competition to wear them. I don't know how to skate. I'm skating.
I
I'm
was,
doing kick flips. I'm Tony
I
Hawk.
was doing ollie,
900
kickflip,
out the
all of
door. I'm not playing. I
that.
need them.
Oh no,
So,
that's a
hey,
crazy.
excuse me, the guy who made it possible for the SBs, Orange. If I don't hit or I don't get these, please, please. But
That's
yeah,
a right there. That's a crazy collaboration too.
that
SB
shoot,
for four,
yeah, bro. Like
whoa,
whoa. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
yeah,
you know.
that's
So,
crazy.
man, if you guys don't know what that shoe is, man, go check that out, man. The SB4s that are coming out. It's actually a Michael Jordan shoe, but it's a skate shoe. So
Crazy.
it's insane. It's a collab. You seen the there was a it's really making me mad, bro. There's a couple colorways, but originally they had the black cat on them colorways too. A black cat SB4 on the colorways. I don't know if you've seen it, but when they were first dropping the little peekaboos, like you know what I'm saying,
Word.
there was a SB Black Cat 4 on that, and I was losing my mind, bro.
It might come out.
They better do it, bro. If they do it, man,
Yo, when they throw hints like that, usually it comes true. So it might not hit now, but maybe next year they'll throw in a Black Cat SB4 if you've seen it floating around.
yeah, man, I just need it. I just need it, bro.
That'd be crazy.
But yeah, man, we here on a smoking. Excuse me, I'm over here. I do too many shows, man. I'm talking about my brother's
They say
show.
scam the. I ain't scam nobody.
Careful, plugged in, scan me online. They ain't send me much, bro. Show some facts, man, and don't come on my podcast talking negative, man. We don't condone none of that, brother.
Yeah, you can check my eBay, my feedback.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. You're gonna have to yeah,
I
post
don't
that.
even
You know
really
what?
do
If
online.
you got the receipts, bro, post it and tag us.
Yeah, I don't really
Tag
do
me and
online
my
like
mans if you
that.
got the receipts, bro. Because at the end of the day, we don't condone none of that, man. We're not with the BS. We're not here for beef. We're not here to down people. We're not here to talk ill about people. But if people are doing that, yeah, you say your piece about that. But my man's been up and down, straight up and down with me since I met him, bro. And I'm a good judge of character, bro. And that's what got me where I am today, alive. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't even really do online besides eBay. So yeah,
Look at my brother saying some old OG stuff right there.
I remember dunks.
I don't remember that. He's older than us, though. You know what I'm saying? He's older than me, so
Dunks are
you
cheap.
know. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, crazy.
Dunks
But
are cheap.
yeah, man. You guys are watching Conversations with Cut, Sneaker Conversations with Cuzz. Episode 3, man. I got my boy Quinn on here, man. We're about to wrap this thing up right now. We're here Monday through Friday. Every night, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. You can catch me on here. Go ahead and follow my Instagram, father underscore FOODIE underscore feats. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Like this, and please share this so we can get people, hip to the channel, man, and see what all the good stuff we got going on. My boy Quinn, man. Once again, I want to say thank you for hopping on, man. It's my pleasure as always, brother. Um, Go ahead and tell the people where to find you, where the store is located, what's your Instagram, and all that good stuff.
Well, first off, thank you for having me here again, bro. This is
Absolutely.
I love doing this, man. I never really
Absolutely. It's only right.
story, so this is I love this opportunity. This is one of the first times I've been able to really tell my story. So I really appreciate it, bro, for real.
Sure, bro. We're only going up. I can't wait to have you when I'm all the way leveled up and we got the big studio and we're, you know what I'm saying, and we're talking about the progression and what we spoke on in this first, hood interview. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you, man. Go ahead and give them the Instagram and
You can find me Plugged In Downtown on Instagram, Plugged In Downtown on Facebook, and we are located at 211 Union Street, New Bedford, right on the corner of Pleasant and Union Street. I don't really have any signs or anything. It's kind of a low-key hole in the wall. If you see it, you know where it is. You know where it is. But 211 Union Street, New Bedford, on the corner of Pleasant and Union. And yeah, tap in with the Instagram, Facebook.
they're requesting you, Quinn. You see my brother. We got to get him on my show too.
Yes,
So
sir.
he wants you on the show too, man. You down for that, man? That's late night TV, man. It's a little more adult on there, man. They're flicking lighters and all that on there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep, bro.
absolutely, yeah, Giovanni. I'm gonna get that in the works for you, brother. But yeah, see, man, you heard him. You heard the address. You know where the store's at. You know what the social medias are. If you don't tap in with this man, what are you doing? If you don't go check out the store, what are you doing? If you don't go see Plugged In Downtown, what are you doing? Go check my boy out, man. Quinn, thank you for coming on, man. Big Fotivity, man. You already know Sneaker Pimps. We out here, man. All right, Quinn.
Peace out, dog. I appreciate it again, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm gonna send you over those pictures.